when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? Dark like a goose on snitch to the cops. Me, I cock back.
Yeah. Moleque diesel, con ange, destiné pour mon Gwen, et qu'on s'arrive là.
When bullets fly by, when bullets fly by, what you go when
I'm not sure where YouTube thinks I am.
When bullets fly by,
3 time zones over.
what you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? Pop, pop when you hear the Glock. Tough down, nigga, cause I'm in your spot.
Frustrated.
Give up,
I've listened to the
nigga,
same
you might get shot. I'm the hot shot, so you gonna get shot. Any nigga out here might feel the pop. My 9mm gonna make you drop. I talk about my 9 cause the shit's so hot. When shit goes down, he's ready to pop. He's stressed out, and I'm trigger happy. I gotta take the life, and it feels so nasty. Believe me,
previous video still says
I'm a
live.
nigga with attitude, so fuck this pussy. When bullets fly by, when bullets fly by, what you gonna do when them bullets fly by? When bullets fly by, when bullets fly by, what you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? Dark like a goose on snitch to the cops. Me, I cock back, let it go for the power. Bullets fly by like a breeze in the summer. Cold dog set FPLCTE, RIP, and KSP, HOTSHOT. ITSME, yeah, it's me. I let my bullets fly high, shooting at you niggas like kites in the sky. Blue beams, I'm killing this rap shit. So what you gonna do when my bullets fly by? When bullets fly by, when bullets fly by, what you gonna do when the bullets fly by? When bullets fly by, when bullets fly by, what you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by?
Yo, que gaga. Everyday niggas talking shit. Like they tough in this motherfucking street. But they not, nigga. When the bullets fly by, them niggas tough like bitches. Your boy, you know, HOTSHOT. Cold dog, revolution in progress.
Can't understand what he's saying, we gotta delete it.
Fuck you, nigga.
When bullets fly by, when bullets fly by, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by?
App designers, they don't need to be designed, they're programmed, they're programming. Anyway. Does it a second time? Of course it will. Of course it will. No. Because I don't want the CSE guys fucking with it. Hey, if I download the 680 news stuff, will I just get the radio, download it to my
I don't knock, I don't pick locks, I take doors down and let go shots.
Oh, we're gonna give everybody computers, taxpayers to pay for it.
If I make niggas cry extra tears, no alcohol, no beer. Like Freddy, I'll kill you in your nightmares. Where the cash at? Where the stash at? Fuck around, we gon' find where your girl's at. She's in the strip on the floor like a doormat. Break your record blue sky, cause she know you whack. Bulldogs, that's what we thinking of a rap. This ain't fiction, we thinking of a rap. 1 crib, 2 crips, 3 crips, 4. Bulldog nigga, 6 bloods on the floor. 1 crips, 2 crips, 3 crips, 4.
This web-based player works so well, and I can just close it. Why would I ever download the app?
No matter what, by the window, by the door. Yeah, speaking on the lock for the door. That's a show, cause we know what you got. The stove on the table and your money's in the box. So I'm picking on the lock, coming through the door, blasting. No move, never is the ass. One bad move, then you get your ass kicked. You're not in the mood, so the peach catch you. See the eyes of a wolf, and I hope you see it. Cold those around, so your ass is frozen. Poof, motherfucker, now you about to get repeated. My bad, too bad, you the one who chose it. Won't be able to give no options. Not more made, but a man on a mission. It's not a good dream, but a bad situation. More like a nightmare, you were hard to pick. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, upstairs, so we're coming in. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
How does it know? I've just never been to this site before. And that's why there's no cookies. How does it know I deleted the cookies? It should know that. Wait a second. Hold on. I'm using the exact same browser. I'm using cookies. You almost got me with that. Almost. Well, not really. How the fuck does it know that I deleted the cookies to tell me I need to change the cookie settings when the cookie settings are the same as before? Somebody say IP address. No, I doubt it. This fucking thing's in some -7. -4.
And the cannon, I'm all in bigger than fucking mega. The liquor put the shot to make you stagger. For my little brother, it's like he loves my partners. Real bright boy, baby.
Or it's just what I'm looking at.
It's not like rocks. Future enemy lines, nobody can cross it. How the fuck rappers in the battle with so clips like a bitch's wig stick shit. Murder gang sick shit. Got me reading the words as of my victim lip syncs. Bitches say murders. Niggas know I'm running through the streets with beef. Like the hamburger with the burner. No food service. Yeah, still M3G reppin'. Man, sitting in the vehicle. Plotting on people. Taking your prized possession like a reaper. Kneeling with the hammer. Call it Tim Tebow. Holding on the hammer. Call it Home Depot. Everything I'm doing is illegal. Everything I'm doing is illegal. Kneeling with the hammer. Call it Tim Tebow. Holding on the hammer. Call it Home Depot. I'm at the bar ordering a Heineken. Waiting for the street to fall back. I was timing it. Front of them a couple said they'll check me around 9 and 10. MGK on one boy. Nigga, we some wild men. Put together life again. Rifles like the Irishman. Used to call me bench. But Charlie was a rider man. Nigga tried to end me for the money. Call a fireman. I put my fucking flame up. Go ahead and try it then. By all means, do you. I'm creeping through the field shot for Zulu. Cruising in the Subaru. Murder gang crew punch dudes and give them bobos. You lose. Tell you what kind of like 2 shoes. Listen, Junior is easy to hire shooters to whack you. Right now, I'd rather smack you. Don't even attempt, I won't gap you. Really, I don't have to. Slap the kids so hard, I put a wonder, call him Matthew. Subliminal. Murder gang squad in effect. I set it up to win no boxy back to follow my dialect. My number, you ain't die yet. That judge ain't fire yet. By the end of this track, a motherfucker buying it. That bitch holds gauges and a couple 45s in it. Catch a couple cases, but I'll beat him if I'm hiding it. In the L spot, nigga, known for the kill shot. Cause I'm the nigga that shot Jack and chill out the hilltop. Real Red Rider Hood was Rider Hood to some blew her up now. She ain't riding through the hood. And Woody Woodpecker was a fag while Batman got chest and panties up for his pants. Spidey was a swinger. Wolverine is a nigga that's obvious, so I ain't gotta mention that spinner. Well, I'm master cheddar in my mouth, my temporal blast for cheddar. China the cat is better. Yeah, I'm sitting in the vehicle, plotting on people. taking your prized possession like a reaper, kneeling with the hammer. Call it Tim Tebow, pulling on the hammer. Call it Home Depot. Everything I'm doing is illegal. Everything I'm doing is illegal. Kneeling with the hammer. Call it Tim Tebow, pulling on the hammer. Call it Home Depot.
Oh, okay, fine. So what is stupid? Here, let's resize. Let's make it huge. I want everybody to see this. Let's see this ad. How good is this ad? I want to see. I'll get all of it. I don't think they can get mad at that. I didn't do this. This is not a pretty ad. What's it doing? Oh, well, what the fuck? Guess what I got to watch the IBM ad again.
When a recall happens, perfectly good food goes to waste. Now we've got a way around that. Blockchain on the IBM cloud helps pinpoint a problem from farm to shelf, so less food goes to waste.
It is the ad. The fuck? Well, I don't know. Should hashtag this as review. Real.
Jobs have disappeared amid the pandemic, will be extended now by at least 8 weeks. Trudeau says the economy is recovering from the mass closures ordered to fight spread of coronavirus, but there is still a long way to go.
Ontario is reporting 184 new COVID-19 cases today. Most of the new cases are in Toronto, Peel Region, and Windsor, Essex, the only 3 areas not allowed to move on to stage 2 of reopening this week.
Well, people who visited the Home Depot in Richmond Hill between May 30th and June the 9th are now being advised to watch out for symptoms of COVID-19. That advice coming from York Region Public Health after 14 employees at the location at Yonge and Highway 7 tested positive.
For details on these stories and other stories, go to 680news.com.
Time now for 680 Sports, and from Sportsnet 590 The Fan, here's Andrew Nye. Andrew.
Steve, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is open to the idea of an NHL hub city in this country. The PM said today he's comfortable with it as long as local health authorities approve it. Toronto, Edmonton, and Vancouver in the running. Trudeau made the comments after announcing the Canada-U.S. border would remain closed to non-essential travel through July 21st. The Buffalo Sabres have fired GM Jason Botterill, who they recently put their support behind, and replaced him with Senior VP of Business Administration Kevin Adams. Adams has no experience in the role. Sportsnet's Brian Burke says, what could go wrong? Columbus Blue Jackets winger Josh Anderson will reportedly miss his team's play-in series against the Maple Leafs while he continues to recover from shoulder surgery he had in March. He's not expected to be ready until the fall. And NASCAR has hired Brandon Thompson to the newly created role of Vice President of Diversity and Inclusion. One of the aims of the new program is to attract diverse talent to NASCAR, both on and off the track. Sports 15 and 45 past every hour or anytime at sportsnet.ca/590.
Here's to the road ahead. Here's to the handshakes and high fives that will come. And here's to the heroes who will take us there. And if you need a vehicle as we move forward, right now you can lease the 2020 Honda CR-V LX from just $78 weekly at 2.99% and 0 down, including the $750 Honda bonus. And shop safely with enhanced safety procedures in all dealerships. Here's to you, and here's to the road ahead. Includes free
It's still there. Okay, that stops that apparently. Why is there a little speaker fucking like, hey, I was about to click on that, you cocksucker. What the fuck was that? Fuck you then.
For 60 months, taxes extra OAC. See HondaOntario.com.
Marineland is getting ready for their 2020 season to provide a safe, fun outdoor experience for the whole family to enjoy. With wide open spaces, rides for the kids big and small, exciting animal exhibits, and great spots for families to picnic. Marineland has it all. They're opening soon and can't wait to see your family having fun at the park this summer. Visit marineland.ca to learn more about the reopening plans for 2020.
This Just into 680 News, York Regional Police say emergency crews are now trying to free a worker trapped in an 8-foot trench that collapsed in a residential area near Steeles and Bayview in Markham today. They were called to Old English Lane around 11 o'clock this morning. Now, still no word on the condition of that worker just yet. But stay with 680 News for more on this developing story. 680 News time, 12:19. The Canada-U.S. border will not be reopening anytime soon. The Prime Minister announcing another extension of that order to keep the border mostly closed.
I can now confirm that Canada and the United States have once again agreed to extend by 30 days until July 21st the current measures in place along our border. This is an important decision that will keep people in both of our countries safe.
Now, there have been only limited crossings for essential workers and trade since back on March 21st. The restrictions have been extended twice already. And a confrontation between Indian and Chinese troops along the nation's disputed Himalayan border has now left at least 3 Indian soldiers dead.
The Indian Army says the clash, during which the sides did not fire any shots, is the first deadly confrontation between the two Asian giants since 1975. It says a violent standoff took place in the Ladakh region on Monday night, with casualties on both sides, and that senior military are now meeting to defuse the situation. The loss of lives on the Indian side includes an officer and 2 senior military officials. China, for its part, has accused Indian forces along the border of carrying out provocative attacks on its troops, leading to what it calls serious physical conflicts. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
60 seconds from now, we've got Carrie Prunskis standing by with a look at the roads.
Celebrate the graduating class of 2020
with Grad Week on 680 News. This is James Mackin, a digital editor and news editor at 680 News and a 2020 graduate of Seneca College. I was incredibly lucky to be hired at my dream job shortly before COVID-19 hit. While I'm sad I won't be able to attend my graduation ceremony with my family and friends, I'm glad to be working and pursuing my passion of radio journalism. It's important to remember that even if we're stuck at home for another few months, to keep working towards our goals and chasing the dream. And remember, you made it through school during a pandemic. You can do anything. If you'd like to congratulate a graduate
or send along some words of wisdom,
go to 680news.com/grants.
Then listen this Saturday at 8:20 p.m. to make some noise and cheer on the graduating class of 2020.
Grad Week on 680 News.
Get all the details at 680news.com/grants.
680 News time, 12:21. Time now for traffic and weather together on the ones. Carrie Prunskis.
This report is brought to you by Operation Smile. Eastbound on the 401, approaching Kennedy in the collectors. The ramp lane is blocked, and that's because of a stalled vehicle. A heavy backup now on the eastbound 401 from Victoria Park in the collectors to approaching Kennedy. The express lanes through this stretch are moving very well. So make sure that you're in those express lanes on the eastbound 401 as you cross over the 404. Westbound on the 401 on the collector ramps to the 410 and the 403. They're both reduced to a single lane for road work, so it's backed up from Dixie and the collectors. And it looks like we have a new problem on the westbound 401 at Mavis. Traffic is getting really jammed up on the westbound 401 from the 410 and the collectors right through to Mavis, and then it opens up. So any updates appreciated at star 680. It's just out of our camera range, unfortunately. Fort Erie bound on the QEW just past the Burlington Skyway. We still have this issue on the right shoulder, a stalled transport truck, but delays have eased off. So just watch out for that issue as you're passing by. It's Fort Erie bound QEW, and just after you come down the Burlington Skyway. Heading northbound on Highway 11, a heads up, approaching Aurelia, have a right lane blocked because of a crash, so a bit of a delay in that area. And as well, east of the GTA, we have this construction eastbound 401 approaching Toronto Road. That's heading into Port Hope. 2 right lanes are shut down. It's very heavy from the Port Hope en route. You can use eastbound Highway 2 as an alternate route. Northwest of the city, Heart Lake Road, that's closed in both directions between Mayfield and Old School Road. That's for ongoing road resurfacing. And in Vaughan, heavy delays along Rutherford at Creditstone. Only one lane is getting through both directions. So eastbound Rutherford is jammed solid from Jane. Westbound delays from Kiel. Every 3 minutes, a child is born with a cleft condition. This doesn't change even during a pandemic.
Because the JavaScript scroll is working correctly. Can I get? You can give me new. You're gonna refresh the JavaScript code and then give me the old stashed or whatever MP3 audio. Producer, hit the play button, please. You know that I'd like to hit the play button, please. Facebook, registered. Account, sign up. Yeah, I know it's registered. It's a big fucking company. Someone tells me you're not connected to them. Oh, okay, I gotta watch now. Right. Hold on. I didn't close the window. I should still have a cookie from this shit. What the fuck? Can we see the ad this time? Well, that's empty. Well, I wanted to get up, and I still didn't know my phone. I didn't waste it. Well, that's pretty bad. What the fuck is that reflecting? I don't get to see the fucking IBM. Okay, can I play the... you started the ad when I pressed play. What the fuck? I'll press play again. And again. Oh, you broke it. Jesus. Fucking serious? What the fuck? Okay, what happens if I close it? I'm gonna click this little... I'm gonna close this. Go back to the white looking tab. I don't like that, dude. Is this not the same? Am I like holding a pose? Because I keep moving this bucket and I keep seeing the same goddamn screenshot every fucking photograph, screen grab, whatever the fuck you call it. Alright, I figured that out, so I'm not fucking with it for the next 10 minutes trying to figure it out. I'm gonna skip ahead back to. Yeah, they had to they had to reopen it back up again. What? These fucking people, they tell me I speak fucked up. You speak backwards. That's French. Oh, it is backwards. No, you're backwards, you moron. Stupid. I want to hear this fucking Python story. Jesus. John Tory's supposed to speak at 12. So you think he'll be dead on time? I gotta hear it. Boy, but the fucking thing isn't on time. Okay, so we'll do that after, because that's obviously not working. If he's exactly on time, it's his own fault. He hasn't been on time ever. Managed any of them except when Dougie started going at exactly 1. Premier 1. That makes sense. We're 1300. 13. That's easy to remember. I know you guys don't like that number. You know it's 24-hour clock either. Notice that. Whoa. Is that your president wearing a bandana? No, as a teacher. Well, you can't tell with the mask on. Dude, you should be on like a black motorcycle. Just flying to me. Holy shit. Okay, can I just press end? Yes. Do not press home because it doesn't work. Press again? No. What the fuck did you do? You froze it. Thanks. You just froze it totally down. Really? Really? Is my clock totally frozen too? What the fuck are you people doing to my shit? Oh, there it goes. Okay, maybe not. Oh, that's correct. That's correct. That's why I got that sweep second hand in. Fucking asshole. I don't know what the fuck you do. This don't add up. So, let's try this stupid local radio station. Fucking hell, eh? Dickhead, at least I'm allowed to smoke in front of my fucking computer. You get the government fucking check, they tell you you can't do it, you work from home now, I guess. Are you allowed to with what you access is so special? Top secret security access or some shit? I'm a private contractor. What do you think? You just cruise the internet looking for fucking codes and tricks and trade kids codes and tricks to video games or something?